All right, conjugation lesson number 3. We have a lot on our plate today. We're going to learn a new tense, l'impératif, the imperative, which is going to allow us to give commands. We're also going to review the present tense. L'impératif is what we use to give commands like come with me, believe me, stay here. So let's look at stay here, for example. That's the verb rester, to stay, first group. There are 3 ways to give commands in French. First one is the tu form, if we're talking to one person in a familiar way. The nous form, if we're saying, let's stay here, we're talking to a group, including ourselves. And then the vous form, which could be talking to a group or talking to one person in the formal way. So for the verb rester, it would go like this. Reste, that's the tu form. Restons, the nous form. And rester, the vous form. Okay? It's conjugated just like the present tense. For the tu form, we actually use the first person of the singular, the first conjugation. Okay, not the second one, but the first one. Okay, so for in this example, there's no s at the end here because we're not using tu, the present tense of tu, we're using the present tense of je, so no s at the end. For the nous form, it's exactly the same as in the present tense, and same thing for the vous form. Okay? So reste, restons, restez. And for example, reste ici, stay here. Reste ici. All right, in our conjugation, we're going to review the present tense. We're going to do 3 at a time. I'm going to do all 3 in the singular. You're going to repeat after me. Then we're going to do the plural, and you're going to repeat after me. Then we're going to study the imperative. I'll do all 3. You'll repeat after me. And then we'll have a sentence to put the verb in the imperative in context. Je mange, tu manges, il mange. Nous mangeons, vous mangez, il mange. Mange, mangeons, mangez. Mange ta soupe, eat your soup. Mange ta soupe. Mange-en, eat some, mange-en. Now, en right here is a pronoun. We have not studied that yet, and we're not going to get into it right now. But as you notice, mange-en has an S at the end, and I just told you that we were not using the second person of the singular, but the first person in the singular, which in the case of manger does not have an S. Now, some verbs of the second and third group, they will have an S because they are conjugated differently. But the reason for that is it's followed by a pronoun that starts with a vowel, so we add an S, or we keep the S, however we want to look at it, okay? Those are very few and rare cases, okay? And there will be some more example of those at the end of the lesson. Just remember that mange-en means eat some. Croire, to believe, third group. Je crois, tu crois, il croit. Nous croyons, vous croyez, il croit. Crois, croyons, croyez. Croyez ce que vous voulez. Believe what you want. Croyez ce que vous voulez. Devenir, to become, third group. Je deviens, tu deviens, il devient. Nous devenons, vous devenez, ils deviennent. No imperative here because it just wouldn't make any sense. Dire, to say, to tell. Je dis, tu dis, il dit. Nous disons, vous dites, elles disent. Now, whenever there's something a little bit out of the ordinary, I'll highlight it in yellow. In this case, we never say vous disiez. That's very bad grammar. We say vous dites. Okay? Nous disons, vous dites, elles disent. Imperative, dis, disons, dites. Dis-moi la vérité. Tell me the truth. Dis-moi la vérité. Donner, to give, first group. Present tense. Je donne, tu donnes, il donne. Nous donnons, vous donnez, il donne. Imperative, donne, donnons, donnez. Donnez-moi une minute. Give me a minute. Donnez-moi une minute. Jeter, to throw away. Both of those. Je jette, tu jettes, il jette. Nous jetons, vous jetez, il jette. Imperative, jette, jetons, jetez. Jette-le à la poubelle. Throw it in the trash. Jette-le à la poubelle. Laisser, to leave, to let, to allow. First group. Present tense. Je laisse, tu laisses, il laisse. Nous laissons, vous laissez, il laisse. Imperative, laisse, laissons, laissez. Laissez-moi tranquille. Leave me alone. Laissez-moi tranquille. Mettre, to put, to set, like to set the table. Je mets, tu mets, il met. Nous mettons, vous mettez, ils mettent. Imperative, mets, mettons, mettez. Mets des lunettes de soleil. Put on sunglasses. Mets des lunettes de soleil. Ouvrir, to open, third group. J'ouvre, tu ouvres, il ouvre. Nous ouvrons, vous ouvrez, ils ouvrent. Notice the liaison here with the S. Imperative, ouvre, ouvrons, ouvrez. Ouvre-lui la porte. Open the door for him. Ouvre-lui la porte. Parler, to speak, to talk, first group. Je parle, tu parles, il parle. Nous parlons, vous parlez, il parle. Imperative, parle, parlons, parlez. Parle moins fort. Don't talk so loud. Parle moins fort. Moins is less. Fort is strong, loud. So parle moins fort. Speak less loudly. Don't talk so loud. Passer, to stop by or to pass. First group. Je passe, tu passes, il passe. Nous passons, vous passez, il passe. Imperative, passe, passons, passez. Passe nous voir. Stop by, come and see us. Passe nous voir. Payer, to pay, first group. Je paie, tu paies, il paie. Nous payons, vous payez, il paie. Imperative, paie, payons, payer. Payer l'addition, pay the check. Payer l'addition. Penser, to think, first group. Je pense, tu penses, il pense. Nous pensons, vous pensez, il pense. Imperative, pense, pensons, pensez. Pensez-y, think about it. Don't forget about it. Pensez-y, think about it. Pensez-y. Perdre, to lose, third group. Je perds, tu perds, il perd. Nous perdons, vous perdez, ils perdent. Imperative, perd, perdons, perdez. Perdons pas de temps. Let's not waste any time. Perdons pas de temps. Placer, to place, to put. First group. Je place, tu places, il place. Nous plaçons, vous placez, il place. Imperative, place, plaçons, placez. Here we're using a CD because we have the O. And before A, O, and U, we have to use the CD to keep the S sound and not have a K sound. Place-toi là. Set yourself there. Stand there. Place-toi là. Porter, to carry, to wear. Je porte, tu portes, il porte. Nous portons, vous portez, il porte. Imperative, porte, portons, portez. Portez ce colis. Carry this package. Portez ce colis. Pouvoir, to be able to, third group. Je peux, tu peux, il peut. Nous pouvons, vous pouvez, ils peuvent. Prendre, to take, third group. Je prends, tu prends, il prend. Nous prenons, vous prenez, ils prennent. Imperative, prends, prenons, prenez. Prenez le métro. Take the subway. Prenez le métro. Quitter, to leave. First group. Je quitte, tu quittes, elle quitte. Nous quittons, vous quittez, elle quitte. Imperative, quitte, quittons, quittez. Quittez votre manteau. Take off your coat. Quittez votre manteau. Rendre, to return. Je rends, tu rends, elle rend. Nous rendons, vous rendez, elles rendent. Rend, rendons, rendez. Rendez-moi la monnaie. Give me the change. Give me my change. rendez-moi la monnaie. Of course, it's always a good idea to add s'il vous plaît, which I'm sure you're familiar with, which is please after those kinds of commands, if you're actually using those commands. Rendez-moi la monnaie, s'il vous plaît. Répondre, to answer, third group. Je réponds, tu réponds, il répond. Nous répondons, vous répondez, ils répondent. Réponds, répondons, répondez. Répondez au téléphone, answer the phone. Répondez au téléphone. Retirer, to remove, to withdraw, first group. Je retire, tu retires, il retire. Nous retirons, vous retirez, il retire. Imperative, retire, retirons, retirez. Retirez vos chaussures. Take off your shoes. Retirez vos chaussures. Rire, to laugh. Third group. Je ris, tu ris, il rit. Nous rions, vous riez, il rit. Now it's il rit, okay? We only hear the E at the end. Il rit. Imperative. Ris, rions, riez. Rions ensemble. Let's laugh together. Let's laugh together. Rions ensemble. Sortir, to go out, to take out. Third group. Je sors, tu sors, il sort. Nous sortons, vous sortez, ils sortent. Imperative. Sors, sortons, sortez. Sortez d'ici, get out of here. Sortez d'ici. Venir, to come, third group. Je viens, tu viens, il vient. Nous venons, vous venez, ils viennent. Viens, venons, venez. Viens avec moi, come with me. Viens avec moi. Savoir, to know, third group. Je sais, tu sais, il sait. Nous savons, vous savez, ils savent. Imperative. Now this one's a little different. Sache, sachons, sachez. Sache que je ne suis pas d'accord. Know that I don't agree. Sache que je ne suis pas d'accord. Aller, to go. As you can imagine, this one is going to be an irregular, as usual. Not in the present, well, also in the present tense, but in the imperative as well. Je vais, tu vas, il va. Nous allons, vous allez, ils vont. Now in the imperative, it's not vais, like je vais, but it's va. Okay? Va, allons, aller. Va le chercher, go get it, or go get him. Va le chercher. Tenir, to hold. Je tiens, tu tiens, il tient. Nous tenons, vous tenez, ils tiennent. Imperative, tiens, tenons, tenez. Tiens. Now, if I'm handing you something, it's very possible I'm going to say tiens. Okay, it means here, or hold this, have this. Tiens. The verb être, to be, third group. Je suis, tu es, il est. Nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. Now in the imperative, sois, soyons, soyez. Sois, soyons, soyez. Sois courageux, be brave. Sois courageux. Soyez gentil, be nice. Soyez gentil. Now here you're either talking to one person in the formal way, the vous form, or you're talking to a group of people. Soyez gentil. Le verbe avoir, j'ai, tu as, il a. Nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. Imperative, it's also an irregular. Est, ayons, ayez. Aie confiance, have trust. Trust me. Aie confiance. Aie patience. Have patience. Aie patience. All right, this is it for today for our conjugation lesson. So we learned a new tense, l'impératif. We practiced our present tense. We practiced some verbs in the present tense that we had already conjugated in the present tense, but we also brought in some new verbs. And this is how we're going to go for the next 13 weeks that we have together, so that you are able to memorize the conjugation of many of those verbs, and that you're able to learn all the essential tenses: past, present, future, imperative, conditional. So I will see you on the practice video. À bientôt!